Stadium in Morgantown. It's the Cincinnati Bearcats and the West Virginia Mountaineers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, the Mountaineers head coach told me pregame. He talked to me about the importance of this young running back. Just a freshman, he has continued to showcase his talent. They gave him an opportunity early in the season, and they have been rewarded. He continues to shine and be very productive at the line of scrimmage. I'm going to keep you posted on how he plays here in the first quarter. They're feeding him early and often. He's in the script. Can he keep the momentum going? We'll find out. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. So West Virginia's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And this is the guy they are going to feed the rock in this one. He's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back in there.
There he goes! Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Brown wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Hamilton. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1. The Mountaineers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
You know, for quarterbacks out there throwing screen throws, part of your job on this play is negotiating the defender. You have got to find some way to get that ball to your running back. You can't let the defense knock that away.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. He might want another play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. They keep him out of the end zone. He's run out of bounds at the 5.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on 1st down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
The give from the gun. Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Mountaineers!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. from inside his own 5. So Cincinnati's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in. We just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
Under fire. Hauls it in. Shows him the stiff arm. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Now the play fake. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
Well, they execute the end route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big 3rd down. Here comes the option. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Brown will throw it. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Going to try to get it himself. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. He's got it along the sideline. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped.
And I would argue that's one of the most difficult things to play as a defense is those second plays when they start to get outside the pocket. He does a great job buying time. And that, what does he do when he rolls out? It gets his receiver a chance to get down the field more, and then he chucks it downfield for the big completion.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The play action fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Nice job rallying there by the defense. That's a play they needed to make. They're trailing. It's still early. Lots of football to be played, but that was an important down and distance in this one early.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got his man. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Direct snap. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
And he's in for a second touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Goes to the option. Hard running there. Turning it on! And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. They've got a first down here to open the period. We've reached the end of the period. It's West Virginia on top. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Running inside, it's Johnson. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on second in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up third and short.
Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert third and short. Oh, they're after him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. Runs through a tackle. And nothing doing on the ground. This defense having none of it and stopping him on fourth down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. I figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
Give him a pickup of 2, now second and 8. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes second and 8. Brown wants to pass. Floats it out in space. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
On the option. Oh, he's got a chance. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Got him downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And the Mountaineers trying to cash it in on first and goal. Touchdown, West Virginia! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The give on the counter. He breaks a tackle. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The Bearcats want to pick up the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
And the Bearcats will line it up on 1st and 10.
And you never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
On the ground with the counter. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Bearcats will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to feel the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Brown will throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Hamilton. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Catch in the middle, it's Strocken. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Mountaineers are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll go to the counter. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. to pass. Got his man. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. The Bearcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Mountaineers will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. On the ground, it's Perry. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Bearcats racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Gibson. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Timeout called, Cincinnati using its second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Henry. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Bought a little time. Lets it go. He's got his man. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a space. Going for 6. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? That's caught. It's Francis. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Making side adjustments here. Brown will throw it. It's complete. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. At midfield, he's got room. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. Let's begin with a look at Virginia taking on the number 19 team, the SMU Mustangs. And it's the Cavaliers in front against this heavyweight of an opponent today. It's early still, but this one has the potential to really shake up the rankings.
Bringing it out. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Looking for room, it's Perry. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man, it's French. Gets it to the back. Stopped after a gain of 3, it'll be 2nd and 7. And the Bearcats will hustle to the line. They're going to run it. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. 3rd down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. Trying to impose their will with the run. Still on his feet. There's a little room there. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bearcats! They fought their way all the way back, and it's a 1-possession game.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. College football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying play action. Got a man, it's Alexander. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. You want to give this guy a chance to get some yards after the catch, but there was nothing there.
Yeah, give the defense credit. You saw their speed rallying to the football on the perimeter.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Quick release by the QB. Across the 45. Makes a grab and room to run. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly on target, and you can make big plays. That they made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming, defense trying to rise up. They'll try to run for it. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
Brown wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Makes the catch. It got enough space. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And he finds this guy again on the outside. I tell you what, man, that's the matchup down here in this part of the field. You find your guy that you trust and you get him the football. He does the rest. I tell you what, I thought he was going to score for a second and get in, but now set up with this offense, 1st and goal in a great situation.
Rushes on him. He just threw it away the last. Want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
I like the aggressive nature by this offense. Everything screams run. 1st down and goal. Gonna run the football? No.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Looking for a man. It's French. Fires one high and deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Perry. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Bearcats line up to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. Slips through the line. He's going to get loose. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Stealing a score on special teams.
And every year there's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pub up. And this guy got a lot of that pub, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams. You can see the speed. You can see the wheels. And you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The run inside. It's Johnson. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Off play action. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Bearcats send out the punt unit. Just needs a crack to get a return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. West Virginia starts this drive, and the offense looks ready to go. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback making adjustments. Brown will throw it. Lets it fly. He's got it. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Myers on the move. Got him, and nobody's close. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, West Virginia. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Cincinnati brings its offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Grover. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. Pulls and fires complete.
Oh, and it's a bit of a missed opportunity, I think, on offense. You know, 3rd down, I love the RPO call, and I love getting that receiver the football. You just would love to see him do something with the football. Make the defender miss and go get the 1st down. Simply just wasn't able to do it.
He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Drop play, quarterback keeps it. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, going to the air. Trying to get behind the defense. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. That's reeled in. It's Henry.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Wants to throw. It's French. Takes the easy completion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Mountaineers. A pick 6. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. Oh, he's got some space. Found a little bit of room and picked up 8 before he was stopped, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. And the Bearcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. Just going to keep it after the snap. Finding some room. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. West Virginia uses a timeout. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is if you're still trailing, you need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
They go to the counter. Nice move there. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
We're at the midway point of the season, and after the showing they delivered today, this team is firing on all cylinders through week 7.
We've been talking a lot about this team, but you want to be remembered in the month of November. The most important part in the meat of this schedule now is coming